The evolution of technology. From year to year, the evolution of technology is one of the staggering promise and opportunity as well as uncertainty. The future may be unknown, but digital advancement continues to reshape our world in ways that encourage people to form new habits, find new ways to work together, and become better human beings. The timeline of the evolution of technology started from the pre-mechanical, mechanical, electromechanical, and electronic. The pre-mechanical era. The pre-mechanical age is the earliest age of information technology. It can be defined as the time between 3000 BC and 1450 AD. We are talking about a long time ago, when humans first started communicating. They would try to use language or simple picture drawings known as petroglyphs, which were usually carved in rock. Early alphabets were developed, such as the Phoenician alphabet. Talistic. A talistic was an ancient memory aid device used to record and document numbers, quantities, or even messages. Talistics first appear as animal bone carved with notches during the Upper Paleolithic. A notable example is the Shango bone. Next we have the abacus, is a mathematical device used to aid an individual in performing mathematical calculations. The abacus was invented in Babylonia in 2400 BC. The abacus in the form we are most familiar, which was used in China in around 500 BC and is used to perform basic arithmetic operations. Lastly, we have the Napier's bone. The Napier's bone was invented by John Napier in 1614. This allowed the operator to multiply, divide, and calculate square roots by moving the rods around and placing them in specially constructed board. Now, let us move on to the mechanical era. The mechanical age is when we first start to see connections between our current technology and its ancestors. The mechanical age can be defined as the time between 1450 and 1840. A lot of new technologies are developed in this era, as there is a large explosion in the interest with this area. Technologies like the slide rule, an analog computer used for multiplying and dividing, were invented. Under the mechanical era, first we have the slide rule. It was invented by William Oughtred in 1622. It is based on Napier's idea about logarithms. It is used primarily for multiplication, division, roots, logarithm, and trigonometry. It is not normally used for addition or subtraction. Next in line is the Pascaline. It was invented by Blaise Pascal in 1642. It was its limitation to addition and subtraction, and it's too expensive. Next up is the step reconer. It was invented by Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1672. The machine that can add, subtract, multiply, and divide automatically. Moving on is the arithmometer. It is a mechanical calculator invented by Thomas de Colmar in 1820. This was the first reliable, useful, and commercially successful calculating machine. It could perform the 4 basic mathematic functions, and it is the first mass-produced calculating machine. Next, we have the different engine and analytical engine. They were both automatic, mechanical calculator that is designed to tabulate polynomial functions, and it was invented by Charles Babbage, who also is the father of computer in 1822 and 1834. This is the first mechanical computer, the first programmer. It was known in 1840, named as Augusta Ada Byron, who suggested to Babbage to use binary system. She wrote programs for the analytical engine. The Screeching calculation engine. It was invented by Per George Screech in 1843. This was based from Charles Babbage difference engine. This was the first printing calculator. Now we have the tabulating machine. It was invented by Herman Hollerith in 1819, which is utilized to assist in summarizing information and accounting. Last one under the mechanical era is the Jacquard loom. It is a mechanical loom which was invented by Joseph Marie Jacquard in 1881. It is as automatic loom controlled by punch cards. Let us now jump in the electromechanical era. The electromechanical age can be defined as the time between 1840 and 1940. These are the beginnings of telecommunication. The telegraph was created in the early 1800s. Morse code was created by Samuel Morse in 1835. The telephone, one of the most popular forms of communication ever, and it was created by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. First radio, developed by Guglielmo Marconi in 1894. Starting up, we have the Harvard Mark I, or otherwise known as IBM Automatic Sequence Controlled Calculator, or ASCC. It was invented by Howard H. Aiken in 1943 and was known as the first electromechanical computer. Lastly, the Z1. It was a motor-driven mechanical computer designed by Konrad Zuse from 1936 to 1937, which he built in his parents' home from 1936 to 1938. It was a binary electrical-driven mechanical calculator with limited programmability, reading instructions from punched celluloid film. Lastly, we have the electronic era. The electronic age is what we currently live in. It can be defined as the time between 1940 and right now. The ENIAC was the first high-speed digital computer capable of being reprogrammed to solve a full range of computing problems. This computer was designed to be used by the US Army for artillery firing tables. This machine was even bigger than the Mark I, taking up to 680 square feet and weighing 30 tons huge. It mainly used vacuum tubes to do its calculations. Atanasov Berry computer. It was the first automatic electronic digital computer. Limited by the technology of the day and execution, the device has remained somewhat obscure. The ABC's superiority is debated among historians of computer technology because it was neither programmable nor Turing complete. Now we have ENIAC. It was the first programmable electronic general-purpose digital computer. It was Turing complete and able to solve a large class of numerical problems through reprogramming. The UNIVAC 1. It was the first general-purpose electronic digital computer designed for business application produced in the United States. It was designed principally by J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly, the inventor of the ENIAC. Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic, or also known as EDVAC. It was one of the earliest electronic computers. Unlike its predecessor, the ENIAC, it was binary rather than decimal, and was designed to be a stored program computer. ENIAC inventors John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert proposed the EDVAC's construction in 1944. Lastly, we have the Electronic Controls Company. The Eckert-Mauchly Computer Corporation, or EMCC, March 1946 to 1950, was founded by J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly. It was incorporated on December 22, 1947, after the building the ENIAC at the University of Pennsylvania. Eckert and Mauchly formed EMCC to build new computer designs for commercial and military applications. Evolutions of technology. Thank you for listening.